Hey everyone, Piano Man Chuck here, back with the Casio Privia PX-5S. And I want to say, if I had $1 for every time somebody asked me this question, or every time I've seen it on one of the music forums online, I'd be rich. The question is, you got 4 zones, and you can have a different instrument in each one of those zones. Basically layering 4 instruments. Can I control the volume of each individual instrument using the sliders? Well, the answer, straight out of the box, no. But you can program it to tell it that that's what you want to do. Problem is, musicians want to be able to sit down and play. They want to create. They don't want to put their nose to the books and search for answers and try to understand nomenclature that they are not familiar with. MIDI and CC and this and that and the other thing. Basically, if they have a step-by-step and how to do it, that's easier. Because if you're looking for how to do this in the Casio user manual or even in the Casio tutorial, forget about it. It's not there. You're going to waste hours of your time looking for something that doesn't exist. So this video is going to teach you how to do exactly that so that you can get to playing. Now, the stage settings here are always in effect on this particular model, so let's pick a stage setting that we're not going to use. That's usually up in the 90s. I like to start with bank 90. So let's press bank 90. Now, for those of you that are not familiar with the button layout and all that stuff, go back and watch my previous videos, 2 in particular. One was an intro to knobs, sliders, and effects. The other one was an idiot's guide on how to program how to layer 4 sounds using just 4 buttons. That will give you a good understanding so that you'll be able to follow what I'm doing here in this video. In the meantime, we've selected stage setting 90 by hitting bank 90, and it shows up here. The name of that stage setting is Mono Live Grand. You can call it anything you want. And right now we're looking at zone 1. Zone 1 is on. It's set for mono piano. I don't want a mono piano in there. I want a grand piano concert. So let me go ahead and change that to a grand piano concert. Good. Alright. And in zone 2, which we're going to change to by hitting this plus key right here, we're at zone 2, it's off. We're going to turn that on, and it has a piano pad in there right now, which is probably okay. Yeah, so we're hearing the piano from the grand piano concert in zone 1, and we're hearing this piano pad in zone 2. And let's quickly go over to zone 3 by hitting the plus button. Zone 3 is off. Let's turn it on. And that's also set for a piano pad. I don't want a piano pad. Let's go to the guitar section and pick something here. What do I want? Okay, General MIDI steel guitar, just for the sake of choosing something. So, we have the piano on zone 1, we have that pad on zone 2, and now we have this steel guitar on zone 3. Problem is, the default volumes for each of these are always going to be whatever they are set to, and you cannot change that on the fly. So we want to be able to change that. We're going to assign slider 1 to control the volume of zone 1, slider 2 to control the volume of zone 2, and so on and so forth. So we can go ahead and add another instrument to zone 4, but just for the sake of this tutorial, let's keep it at 3. And let's go ahead and discuss how to do this. Now, the first thing we're going to do is, obviously, we're going to press the edit button. So we see edit, and we have 2 different things we can edit, stage setting or tone. Stage setting has the bigger circle on it, so that's what you get if you're going to press enter. We're going to press enter to edit the stage settings. So now that we've done that, we're going to go down using this down arrow to the next page to common edit. Hit enter to select that. Okay. Once we've selected that, we're going to scroll down again till we get to slider 1 edit. Okay, let's enter over there. And we're already at what we want to edit within the slider 1 edit. Target, it says it's currently set for CC74 cutoff. We don't want that. We want CC11, which is a MIDI control unit for expression. So let's hold this minus key down until we get to CC11. CC11, expression, which you could also call volume. Okay, so now we are assigning slider 1 to be equal to expression. So let's hit exit to go back up a step, and let's scroll down to the next one, slider 2, enter. Same thing, hold down the minus key. So we're going to set that to CC11 expression as well. Good. Exit. Go down to slider 3. Enter. Hold down that minus key till you get to CC11 expression on that. Good. Exit that. Scroll down again to slider 4. Enter. Hold down that minus key till you get to CC11 expression. Good. Exit that. And let's keep exiting. Okay. Till we get back to the main screen. Notice the exclamation mark up here. It was an asterisk. Now it's an exclamation mark, meaning we've changed some parameters within this Mono Live Grand stage setting. And that's just a name. You can call it anything you want, but for right now, we want to save what we just changed. So we're going to press the right key. And what we want to save is the stage setting. So press enter. And again, it's asking us to press enter again, so we do that. And if we proceed, we're going to replace what was in stage setting 9.0 for those settings. And yes, we do want to replace that, so we're going to press the yes key. Okay, complete. Cool. Alright, so now slider 1 through 4 are set for volume or expression. The problem is, each one of those is going to control volume or expression, but you haven't told the machine what you want it to control the volume or expression of. So that's where the next step comes in. So again, this time we're going to press edit again to tell the machine which of these sliders control what. Alright, so we press edit. And again, we're going to be editing the stage settings, so press enter again. And this time, since we're dealing with the 4 zones, we're going to be editing the zone edit. Press enter. Okay. And now that we've done that, we're going to scroll down again to controller edit, because these knobs and sliders are known as controllers, so we want to edit those. Hit enter for that. Now we're going to scroll down again to slider 1. Alright, now there's slider 1 through 6. We're only dealing with 4 because we have 4 zones. We want to use the sliders 1 through 4 to control the volumes of zone 1 through zone 4. So, for slider 1, which is selected right here, we want that on, which it already is. and we want to turn off slider 2, 3, and 4. And again, this is zone 1. If you look right here, this is zone 1 we're dealing with. So for zone 1, slider 1 is enabled. We're going to scroll down to slider 2, hit minus to turn it off, scroll down to slider 3, hit minus to turn that off or disable, slider 4, turn that off. So for zone 1, we've got slider 1 on, 2, 3, and 4 off. Okay, now, down here where it says zone part step track minus plus, hit plus. That changes you to zone 2. What you want to do with zone 2 is enable slider 2 and disable sliders 1, 3, and 4. So let's go up and do that. Slider 1, let's turn that off. Slider 2, keep that on. Slider 3, off. And slider 4, off. Hit plus again to go to zone 3, up there. Okay, let's scroll back up to slider 1. We want that off. Scroll down to slider 2, we want that off. Slider 3, since this is zone 3 that we want to control, keep that on. Scroll down to slider 4, turn that off. Cool. Alright. And we'll hit plus down here again to go to zone 4. We're going to turn off the first 3 sliders and turn on or enable number 4. So let's go back up. Slider 1, turn it off. Slider 2, turn it off. Slider 3, turn it off. Slider 4 is already on. We are done. Press exit, 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 exit. We're back here. And again, we see that exclamation mark showing us or reminding us that we've changed something. And unless we save it, we'll lose those changes. So let's press right. Okay. And we're going to write the stage settings. So press enter. Press enter, confirm by pressing yes, complete. Now, alright, zone 1 is off, let's turn that back on. Zone 2 is on, zone 3 is on. Alright, let's just confirm what we got here. Let's turn all 3 of these sliders down, well, 4. We're not hearing anything because these are now volume controls. So if I turn slider 1, if I push that up, I'm hearing my piano. And if I turn that back down, I hear nothing. If I push slider 2 up, I've got my pad. Let's push that down. And if I push slider 3 up, that's that guitar I chose. And we can bring the other 2 up too as desired. So cool. So that's how you program sliders 1 through 4 to control the volumes of zones 1 through 4 independently on the fly. Piano Man Chuck, thanks for watching.